So in this clip, we have Cody, and he's speaking on David Woolley. He had to make sure he said the man's name. He's ridiculous. And he's making a lot of judgmental comments, but I want y'all to hear it first and give y'all my commentary on it. And we have Christine's new man, David, giving his opinion on things. And I find it him being real he's been a nice guy. He's not over like what I like about David is he's not overly involved in Christine's old relationship. He's moving forward with his relationship with Christine.
When you see him on the show, what was your impression of Cody? And now that you've met Christine, what's your impression of Cody?
He wears his emotions on his sleeve a lot. Sometimes you gotta not, but that's him, and that's who he is. I can't say anything differently. Would I be like that? No. Yeah. You know, it's just he wants you to hear him.
He's saying in a nice way. He's a big mouth. He wants you to hear him. He's overly emotional, and I'm not like that. That's not my style.
Here's the thing. For David's sake, David Woolley's sake, Christine has to destroy my character, or David doesn't feel like he can marry her because she left a good man.
Cody, that man ain't thinking about you, and neither is Christine. He thinks like everybody's world evolves around him. He's so insecure. For David's sake, David wanted to be with Christine. It didn't matter what your relationship with Christine is. He wanted Christine. And her kids, unlike you. And so he didn't have to she didn't have to bash you to him, but she was in a place of hurting and mourning, and so because she moves too quickly in this relationship, in my opinion. But she, of course, she had um vomited all over him and told him everything. And just like she's doing with us. But that's just her way of coping and moving forward. I doubt that she spends her time talking about Cody while she's with David off camera. I think this is just she just talks about Cody on camera, and he doesn't like that. Well, it doesn't matter what you like anymore. She's not with you. But my point is this: David is not thinking about what you think about him, and he's not judging him being with Christine about your relationship with Christine. You're an insecure dude, so of course you might have put those thoughts onto Robin when you courted her, but he's not thinking about you. So her bashing you is because her experience of you, and it's not her bashing you. It's just telling it like it is, her experience of you. And sometimes people's experience of you is not pleasant because you weren't pleasant, and you have to accept that you're not a pleasant dude, and it's documented evidence. And if you really want to figure out if what Christine is saying about you the truth, go watch the show. It's all there for you. It's all there, Cody.
I'm not a bad guy.
Yes,
Christine and I were just not in a good marriage.
I mean, I met David.
It's not.
Yeah.
That
I don't
simple,
think he
Cody.
feels that way at all. I think
Okay.
I'm being very
That
honest
would
with
be
you.
my suspicion.
No, he doesn't feel that way at
Okay,
all.
good.
He just kind of feels like, you know what? A marriage didn't work out.
He's so insecure and worried about what David thinks of him. Why would you care what a stranger thinks of you? Why? Because the not even the sum of what people have been saying has been true because it's documented about you. People's opinion of you is based on your actions, and you don't even like the actions that you displayed on this show. That's why you don't like to watch it, but you need to watch it and see what you're doing and change it, but you don't want to do that. He's so concerned about what David thinks of him because David's a part of the public. And unfortunately, you have destroyed your public image, not these women. And that's the biggest thing with him. He wants to blame the women. No, it's you. Your behavior has destroyed your public image. It has nothing to do with the women. They're just confirming what we saw.
Yeah.
There's a divorce that took place, and now I'm meeting this woman where she is right
They're
now.
I
moving
vetted
on.
And
Robin
that's it.
differently than that. I
Yeah.
vetted Robin.
Listen how he's like, I vetted Robin differently than that, as if he's better than David. Why are you comparing your vetting of Christine, your vetting of Robin with his vetting of Christine? because he still to this day thinks his opinion of Christine is valid, and that he thinks that his opinion of Christine should be taken in consideration when David decided to marry Christine and be with Christine. And that's how arrogant he is. He thinks his opinion matters. Your opinion doesn't matter to her anymore. She doesn't care about what you think about her anymore. That's why she's been able to move on so quickly, because she doesn't care about what you have to say about her. She's not emotionally attached to you anymore. You, for some reason, are emotionally attached to her because your ego was hurt and bruised because she left you. You thought that you could tell that woman to her face that you were not sexually attracted to her, that you would never touch her again, and that she was going to sit in that marriage with you. That's what you thought. And you thought that her staying in the marriage with you meant the dissolution of her soul and personality. And you thought that you could do what you did to Mary to the other wives, and they weren't having it. And you're mad because she found better. Bottom line, she found a better man for her, and you're mad because you didn't want to be the man that she asked you to be. She tried to talk to you about it. She tried to work on it with you, but you didn't want to change. All you cared about was sucking up to Robin and giving Robin everything she wanted and her kids.
And hard because I had to know that she didn't leave a good man before I was going to marry her and take a chance with that.
But
Did you hear what he said? Take a chance with that. Like, Robin, do you not listen to this man the way he's talking about you? The way and that's the thing about women. We ignore how a man talks about his exes. Pay attention to that, because you could be an ex. You could be in the shoes of the ex. And the way he's talking about her, talking about that as if he was too good for her. Here's my thing about, well, in my opinion, you didn't vet Robin very well. She had over $30,000 worth of credit debt. She had 3 children. She was working a minimum wage job, didn't bring any income to the household, and you vetted her hard. Okay. And she immediately started talking trash on her ex husband to you. That should have been a turnoff right then and there. But you were all for it because you're an insecure man, and you were worried and concerned about another man and how he was being versus how she's being. There's two sides of that relationship. And so, from what someone said, another YouTuber said, I think without a crystal ball, is that the reason why Robin pushed the dad out of their lives and did some kind of like a purity speech and uh, like bash the ex-husband publicly was to prove herself to Cody. And I believe that to be true, because look how insecure he is. I had to know she wasn't leaving a good man. I guess that was your way of having her sell the story that he wasn't a good man, and to justify your actions of alienating a parent. Like, everybody's not like you, Cody. Everybody's not trying to separate and divide and conquer.